Stay tuned for urban legends to ghostly tales of the paranormal, because now it's time for
Message on the Wall.
Message on the Wall brings you the Sandstorm. This is a story of Cecil Bath, who was a mechanic in the Royal Air Force during World War II. It was during his time in Libya. He was returning to base from a supply trip when he came across a wrecked German tank. He was just passing the tank when a sandstorm blew up, forcing Cecil to stop until it passed. Peering out through the swirling sand, there in the tank was a figure. Cecil knew it wouldn't give much shelter and waved the man to join him. Climbing into the truck beside Cecil, the stranger was wearing a khaki uniform that didn't appear to have any insignia. Offering the man a beer, they sat chatting until Cecil noticed a nasty-looking burn on the man's arm. Telling him he should get it seen to, Cecil was surprised by his reply that it was a bit late for that. By morning the storm had passed, and Cecil offered his new friend a lift, but he declined, saying he was going in the opposite direction. As they shook hands, Cecil noticed how clammy it was to the touch. He drove on, and taking one last look in the rearview mirror, was perplexed that the man was nowhere to be seen. All that was in view was the shelled-out tank. It was several days later that Cecil was going for another supply run, and came up to the tank as it was being put on a transporter. Cecil stopped to talk to the corporal in charge, who informed him the tank had been hit by a shell the month before, where the driver had died at the controls, but they'd only just got round to collecting the body. Seeing it was under a temporary cover, Cecil asked if he could look, and with a nod of agreement from the corporal, he lifted the sheet, and to his horror saw it was his companion who he had shared his shelter during the storm. You have been listening to Message on the Wall, brought to you in association with Paranormal Parodies. You can find Paranormal Parodies at paranormal-parodies.com.